This is BTV Business Television.
Welcome to BTV Business Television. I'm Jessica Kazachek.
And I'm Taylor Tone. Well, Jessica, you may want to buckle up. On today's show, we'll dive deep into several sectors that are driving the creation of new investment and landscapes.
That's right. We'll decode the rise of crypto, track the resilience of gold, and highlight opportunities around copper's essential role in electrification and infrastructure.
We'll also venture into the labs where biotech and pharma are rewriting the rules of healthcare and explore new clean tech innovations.
The problem of shingle waste going to landfill is absolutely huge. 16.5 million tons across North America is destined for landfill every year.
When it comes to electrical application, there's really no choice, and copper is the metal.
Today we count 8 of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world who are customers of ours.
And now you finally find a really substantial deposit.
So join us and grab a front row seat as we focus on the forces of innovation driving today's investment opportunities.
Crypto is here to stay, and one Canadian company is leading the charge. BIGG Digital Assets, through its subsidiary Netcoins, runs a regulated, publicly traded crypto exchange built on trust and transparency.
BIGG Digital Assets gives you 3 ways to play. One, primary focus on Netcoins, a crypto trading platform that's been growing year over year and will do over $1 billion worth of transactions this year. Blockchain Intelligence Group, which services a global market for compliant first crypto transactions, reporting and monitoring on-chain. And TerraZero, which we believe is going to be the future of Web3. It's going to be an engaging platform allowing both brands and individuals to bring themselves into what we consider to be the future of Web3. Netcoins' growth has been tremendous over the last 3 years. We've seen trading volumes move from 235 million to approximately $1 billion this year, which we're on pace for. We have 60 crypto assets available on the platform. We've enhanced our staking services. We're looking into lending services in Canada as well. So we see a lot of opportunities for revenue growth and customer acquisition growth. So Netcoins' platform is safe and secure. Netcoins works with a number of different partners from cloud, infrastructure, and security perspectives to ensure that that is true. We also are audited. That's part of our trust center that's available for investors to take a look at and download for themselves.
Excitement is growing. In Q4 of this year, Netcoins' Canadian trading volume was up 133% year over year.
Now is crypto's moment. We're seeing tremendous growth in our revenue streams, tremendous growth in our products and services, market expansion. And now that we're seeing significant government support from both a regulatory and a business perspective in North America, now is crypto's time.
For investors looking at the future of crypto, BIGG Digital Assets is a name to consider.
We're going to need a lot of copper. Why? AI data centers, electrification, and modern infrastructure are all set to push global demand to nearly double by 2035. And with current supply lagging, Kodiak Copper is positioned to help power the world's electrified future.
Microsoft built a data center recently for $500 million, and that single data center needed more than 2,000 tons of copper, and that's only one. At current count, there are more than 1,000 data centers around the world, and of course growing rapidly. What makes copper essential is really its conductivity. Copper is the second most conductive element, and only silver has higher conductivity, and silver, of course, is orders of magnitude more expensive. So when it comes to electrical application, there's really no choice, and copper is the metal.
With global demand at an all-time high, how is the industry keeping up?
I would argue it's not, because there simply haven't been many copper discoveries recently. In fact, in the last decade or so, there has not been a very large copper discovery at all. So the discovery pipeline is at an all-time low. We are focused on the MPD Copper Gold Porphyry project located in a mining district in southern British Columbia. And after 6 years of systematic drilling, we have just come out with a maiden resource, which is a very important milestone for the project. What I'm most excited about with our MPD project is just the potential for growth. All the zones comprised in this resource are still wide open, so we have a very good chance of growing that resource significantly with more drilling. And also important to keep in mind, the resource is on 7 zones, the 7 first targets we worked on, and over and above those 7 zones, there are at current count some 20 further targets with the promise for more discoveries, more mineralized zones, and more exploration upside.
With copper demand surging and new discoveries becoming rare, Kodiak offers investors a chance to get in early in a premier copper gold district.
Coming up, we'll visit a company whose fortunes are rising faster than the price of gold.
Our first 34 holes, we've hit visible gold in 31 of them.
We'll be right back. You're watching BTV.
Listen up, investors. A year ago, Sitka Gold's market cap was $40 million. Today, it's over $400 million. Do I have your attention?
The price of gold helps, but really we've had great success in the field, and that's what's driven our share price. Sitka Gold, our main project's the RC Gold project up in the Yukon. We're in the Tombstone Gold Belt. It's a prolific belt of rocks that host different mines, Fort Knox, Snowline Gold's Valley Gold discovery. We're only a 2-hour drive out of Dawson City, Yukon, famous place. You can land a jet in Dawson. We're only 35 kilometers off the Klondike Highway where the power line runs, so our location is ideal. Current focus is expanding our known resources. We have about 2.8 million ounces of gold in 2 known deposits, as well as with our 30,000 meters drilling we're doing this year, we're looking at new discovery areas, so we're testing some new areas.
One of the byproducts just discovered is tungsten, a critical mineral known for its exceptional hardness. And these new drill targets are wielding some impressive results.
One of the areas that we're testing is called the Roscobble. We've made a new discovery there. Our first 34 holes, we've hit visible gold in 31 of them. Our first 8 drill holes have intersected plus 100 gram meter intersections right from surface. All our technical team, many of the people on the board of directors, very technical, long history of work in the Yukon. We have $20 million in the treasury currently. We'll spend about another $5 million to finish out our program this year, so we're well financed. It's a great time. It's exciting as a geologist, put in many decades of work, and now you finally find a really substantial deposit. So it's a bit of a dream come true.
Sitka Gold's tagline is focused on discovery and turning vision into value. From proven discoveries to a rapidly rising market cap, Sitka Gold is living up to their slogan.
Digital validation is not something we hear about every day, but in heavily regulated industries like biotech and pharmaceuticals, it is essential and required for every business. Neat streamlines this process for users using their sophisticated software platform. It's worked so well that the majority of the largest life science companies are now using it.
Neat is a software company that designs and develops validation software for life science manufacturers to help them to digitize their validation processes. And that validation is testing their systems, their processes, to ensure that they will consistently manufacture safe and effective products. And they're regulated by bodies such as the FDA and the European Medicines Agencies. Today we count 8 of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world who are customers of ours. As an example, Merck is one of our lead customers. They have over 12,000 users on the system across 27 sites worldwide.
Owing to the widespread industry adoption, Neat saw their stock price double in 2024. And in the second quarter of 2025, announced that revenues had increased 32% year over year.
Validation is a new category, and NEAT is the leader in that category. And today, it's very low penetration rates. We estimate that market to be a $2 billion TAM, just beginning to get moving. We think there's huge growth in this area over the coming years. We're totally an innovator in this market, and the business value for us is ease of use, saving 50% of the man hours associated with the documentation processes, saving 50% of the cycle times associated with these processes, but also, and most importantly, right first time compliance for these companies so that they can meet the regulations of such as the FDA.
NEAT serves a life sciences sector that has vast opportunities for growth, and they've cemented themselves as a primary player in their industry.
It's crunch time. The U.S. is facing a growing shortage of copper and no longer wants to rely on foreign imports. With the government pushing for clean domestic supply solutions, Highland Copper's Michigan project appears perfectly timed to deliver significant quantities when they're needed the most.
Copper was recently added to the U.S. proposed critical mineral list, particularly because of its relevance to federal defense applications. Copper was identified as the second most widely used material by the Department of Defense.
A problem with no timely solutions.
From first drill hole to production in the U.S., average development times are in excess of 20 years.
But Highland is near dated with permits and a feasibility study in hand. This, coupled with rising copper prices, is driving the potential for a valuation re-rate.
Copperwood remains one of the most highly leveraged projects to copper, where a 25% increase in copper price generates a 300% increase in net asset value.
For many small cap companies, the next step, financing the mine, can be a big hurdle.
We have seen the U.S. be very creative in terms of financing support, including debt, equity, and grants to drive projects to production. On the financing side, we've secured a significant vote of confidence with a letter of interest from the United States Export-Import Bank for $250 million in project financing. This provides visibility to a substantial portion of the project's $400 million initial capital requirement and positions Copperwood as a strategic asset for U.S. domestic critical mineral supply.
And for Highland, this caps off what has been a very busy 6 months.
We have concluded Phase 1 engineering, where we have taken steps to optimize project design. We have successfully completed early site work and concurrent reclamation activities, demonstrating our commitment to responsible development. And we have secured a letter of interest from the U.S. Exim Bank for project financing. We've achieved a lot over the last 6 months and look forward to upcoming catalysts over the next year.
With a construction decision expected by 2026 and a significant leverage to the price of copper, Highland has investors taking a closer look.
Coming up, a company that's helping to grow the circular economy, one shingle at a time.
The problem of shingle waste going to landfill is absolutely huge. 16.5 million tons across North America is destined for landfill every year.
We'll be right back. You're watching BTV.
Northstar Clean Technologies is scaling patented procedures to reprocess asphalt shingles into high-value products, tapping multi-billion-dollar markets while delivering strong environmental and economic returns.
The problem of shingle waste going to landfill is absolutely huge. 16.5 million tons across North America is destined for landfill every year. So Northstar Clean Technologies is a clean technology waste to value company that takes asphalt shingles that are going to landfill, either from manufactured waste or post-consumer waste. And we take the asphalt shingles and split them up into their individual component parts as a part of a circular economy solution for onward sale. An asphalt shingle is basically composed of about 50% sand or aggregate, about 25% fiber, and 25% asphalt. And so what our process does in the facility right behind us takes the shingle tile and splits it up into those three component parts. Resell those into a marketplace. The shingle reprocessing market is huge. The 16.5 million tons would be equivalent to Northstar building 400 Northstar facilities across North America. we have proven that that is completely circular, so it can actually go right back in to shingle manufacturing.
Their business model includes 5 distinct revenue streams: tipping fees, product sales of reprocessed asphalt, fiber, and aggregate, and eventually carbon credits.
Northstar is absolutely at the inflection point of value delivery as we look at this business. If you're a clean tech business or a waste to value business, there's really 3 critical steps that you have. So the first one is to develop the technology. The second one is to pilot that technology. And the third one is to build the first commercial facility. So we've developed the technology, we had the pilot plant in Vancouver, and the third thing is delivering the first commercial facility. That's right behind us. So we are absolutely at the inflection point of this business. The most important thing for this year is our ruthless focus on the operation behind us. We have commissioned this facility and now we're ramping up the operation, and our 2 follow-on facilities are developing both in Ontario and in the US. The value proposition for the business, in our opinion, and for shareholders is huge.
With proven technology, a clear path to scale, and demand for sustainable solutions growing rapidly, Northstar Clean Technologies is positioned to lead a multi-billion-dollar market opportunity, delivering value for shareholders while driving real environmental impact.
Mineros has been mining gold for more than half a century, with roots stretching back over 100 years in Colombia. Today, the company is growing, diversifying, and focused on building long-term value.
Mineros is a company that was born about 50 years ago in Colombia with an asset, alluvial asset, that is being in operations for over 100 years. We mine gold. It's 95% gold and 5% silver. Right now, our guidance is between 81 and 91,000 ounces, and we're on pace to be on the upper end of the guidance.
They own and operate several underground mines in Nicaragua as part of the Hemco property purchased in 2013.
It was producing around 60,000 ounces. With improvements and performance improvements, we increased that production to 120,000 ounces.
That growth potential is already being realized in Nicaragua, where Mineros operates a mine with a distinctive model that integrates artisanal miners into its production stream.
25% of the production comes from our own mining, and the 75% remainder comes from artisanal mining. Now, why it's unique is because the artisanal mining is actually promoted by the government in Nicaragua. They have to belong to cooperatives, and we deal with 16, 17 cooperatives directly with them, not with the miners. They mine the ore and we buy the ore from them.
Unique solutions for a company destined to grow.
We produce a lot of cash. Right now that we produce 220,000 ounces. Companies that are in similar production, they're valued at over $2 billion. We're valued currently at $1.2 billion. 3 times EBITDA, which is on the low side, I would say.
With over 50 years of history, a commitment to communities, and a clear path for growth, Mineros is more than a gold company. It's a company building lasting value for the future.
When we come back, we'll look at new therapeutics that could generate billions.
The skin patch can be applied as an office procedure, which can cover a lot more patients.
We'll be right back. You're watching BTV.
Stillwater Critical Minerals is accelerating into its next phase of growth with its largest financing to date, including a 3rd investment from Glencore. The company is advancing towards production and securing U.S. critical minerals for technology, energy, and defense in an iconic American mining district.
We have 10 minerals listed as critical by the U.S. government. We have the platinum group elements that the district is known for. 5 of those are listed as critical. We have all 6. 3 of them are inventoried. in our resources, significant resources of palladium, platinum, and rhodium. We also have significant nickel, copper, and cobalt, 1.6 billion pounds to be clear, and 3.8 million ounces of the precious metals we just touched on. We have interests in a total of 5 projects. Montana is the flagship. Stillwater is fortunate to share the Stillwater Igneous Complex with Sibanye, and they're producing critical mineral mines, $5 billion in market cap, producing now. Platinum is becoming a darling, and this seems to be bringing us a lift. We do have 1.26 million ounces of platinum beside producing mines in the US. So the interest of the US government behind us as well.
When it comes to healthcare, disruption can mean opportunity. That's why savvy investors have their eye on Medicus Pharma. Based on the company's strong clinical momentum, many believe Medicus could be a player in a market with multi-billion-dollar potential.
Medicus Pharma is a precision-guided biotech life sciences company focused on accelerating the clinical development programs designed to redefine standard of care.
Medicus is currently focused on the development of 2 novel therapeutics. The first is a non-invasive treatment for the most common form of skin cancer.
SkinJet is a novel, non-invasive treatment that is meant to deliver a known chemotherapeutic agent that are applied directly at the site of the lesion. The skin patch can be applied as an office procedure, which can cover a lot more patients, which is more cost effective. Globally, perhaps there are 30+ million cases that are treated surgically, which is an expensive procedure, a painful procedure, and aesthetically not very pleasing.
The second therapeutic in development is a non-invasive injectable.
Tavarelix is designed to fulfill 2 unmet medical needs. The first one is in patients with advanced prostate cancer, patients with high cardiovascular risk profile. And second one is in patients with acute urinary retention relapse due to enlarged prostate. If we do get approved, we would become a new standard of care.
If both therapeutics Medicus has in development get approved, they could collectively represent an $8 billion market opportunity.
Nucor Gold is on an exciting path, reporting positive results from drilling underway at its Enchi Gold project in Ghana. The company is focused on advancing the development of the project in tandem with exploration drilling to define the larger size and scale potential of the project.
In 2024, we released a PEA which outlined very robust economics for a simple open pit heap leach operation. We're advancing the Enchi project in Ghana. It's a district scale exploration project that's fundamentally underpinned by a very robust PEA that we put out in 2024. Ghana is Africa's largest gold producer. It's the 6th largest gold producer globally. You've got 4 of the largest gold producers on the planet operating in Ghana, including Newmont, Anglo, Goldfields, and Zijin. They recognize it as a Tier 1 jurisdiction, and for Nucor, we're very fortunate to have a very large land package in Ghana.
Nucor's 248 square kilometer land package, roughly the size of Palm Springs, has allowed expansion of their drill program, and they are now focused on exploring new areas to unlock district scale potential.
We're excited to also be looking to drill some deeper holes, but also all of our deposits do remain open along strike, so continuing to systematically step out and add ounces is something we'll focus on. Nucor now, today, is fully funded to execute on producing a PFS and a 45,000 meter drill program.
The drilling results from the program underway at Enchi are being used to expand and refine the existing mineral resource estimate in advance of completing a pre-feasibility study on the project in the first half of 2026. You know, Taylor, today's insights were anything but ordinary. From market movers to emerging sectors, there were clear signals investors can't afford to ignore.
True, it also proves that opportunities are everywhere if you get the right information and you know where to look.
Thanks for joining us today for BTV Business Television. I'm Jessica Katrachak.
And I'm Taylor Tone. Follow us right here at Business Television and be part of a growing community that's turning insight into action. And until next time, may your portfolio prosper.